Hey YouTubies! We're in my cluttered garage again. Well, and you're probably like, what happened? Because last time we were in here, we were working on a TA. Well, it's still in there. We just had to push her over because, well, I need a new daily again. And I'm going back to my Honda. And I'm gonna do similar like the Corolla to this car. So this is kind of gonna be like a half a replacement to the Corolla, but I already had it, so it's not a complete replacement, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, well, if you've been watching a while, I blew the timing belt. She said, bye, goodbye. So in the mix to that, you know, we figured if we're going that far, what is pulling the head bolts and doing a head gasket while we're at it? Because she's got over 200,000 miles, you know. If we're that far, we might as well do it. So that's today's goal, is the head gasket. I don't know how far we're gonna get, but I'm gonna pray that we get it back on. My buddy Brandon, you see him in the background? He's gonna be doing most of the work because I'm still on a restriction, doctor's orders. So another camera guy today. So the valve cover, you know, it was just sitting on there when we started, okay? Because I took it off because I could get to the timing belt and see if it was broken. But then I figured out the timing belt was broken, you know, and I just set stuff down in places. You know, I didn't, this is alternator wiring. I didn't even put that back on. I just said, you know, it's okay. I'll put the nuts where they go on whatever. And that's what happened. I kept the mice out of the engine. So we quickly just took that back off because it was like 2 seconds worth. And now Brandon's working on the AC compressor and the exhaust manifold. He's flying already. And honestly, we're just hanging out on a, what's today? A Saturday. So trying to stay warm because the temperatures on the outside are like 17 degrees or less. So in the garage with our little propane, you see the portable buddy. Yep, she's keeping us warm with, I don't know if you see that big white brick over there. That's the electric heater that it don't work too well, but it works enough to help out. You like, look at me, I'm just in my flannel. Oh, and check this out. You know, I made myself a little flannel for myself. I got a big one on the back, but I can't show you right now, and I'll get to that later. So I'm working on t-shirts. If any of you guys are interested, I'll go through them details. Okay, but I got parts, and I mean parts for days, because we didn't just do head gaskets, okay? We got more. Look at this, you see this? That's a lift kit for the Honda. Oh my goodness, an alternator. What is this?
I'm surprised those words are legally allowed to be put together. Lift kit for the Honda.
Right. What is this? Oh, that's a window motor. That's good. We got a couple belts in here, a temperature sensor, a PCV valve. That's just one box. See that white box? It's got a muffler in it. You see this box? We got an oil pan gasket. What are these? Oh, these are turn signal things. You see those that are missing? Replacements. What is this? Oh, look at that. We'll hopefully need these today. These are head gasket bolts. Head bolts. What am I saying? You see these things? These are a couple O-rings that seem to fail a lot on these things, and then you got a little coolant leak. They suck. So I got many of those. What is this? This looks like a timing belt and water pump setup. So what? Or what? Look at this. Motor mounts? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is this? What is this? Oh man, an exhaust tip? A chrome one? Are you kidding me? Look at these exhaust parts, clamps, gaskets, bushings. you know, another motor mount. That's actually like your torque mount or something like that. I don't know, you know. Yeah. And then down here you see the head gasket, all right? And then in this box, that's a window regulator for this window. So, you know what I'm saying is, there's a lot of work. And I forgot something. You see this pipe here? An exhaust system. Everything but the cat and the manifold. You know? So, it's all gonna be new. I'm not for sure if we're gonna be getting all these parts in this video. But we're gonna get as many as we can on this old girl, because Brandon, he works Monday through Friday. And he gets off at 2:30 in the afternoon, but you know, he doesn't want to get off of work and come straight over here and do more work, right? So I kind of give him that respect and letting him have his weekends. But I ask him, give me your weekends, man. And he's here because he's a good dude. But we only have 2 weekends that I have to get the rental car back. Otherwise, I'm out of a car. Because the Crown Vic needs tires, even though it's registered. You know, the limo's got an exhaust hanging, needs a little love. You know, so there's, all of them need a little bit. So this one is the one I picked. Of course, the one with the most amount of work that needs to it. And that's what we're gonna do. Try and get this puppy going again. Was it the right decision? I don't know, but we're gonna pick it anyways. Yeah, we're gonna find out soon. Plucking away here. Plucking away.
Oh no.
This AC is almost out of here.
Power steering.
So I'm gonna quit rambling. Oh, power steering. I said AC twice now, and I know that's not the AC. Okay? But that
He
is.
knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. You know, I just want to sound dumb so you guys will watch and then correct myself later, or let you guys correct me, because it's communication for us. Progression's being made here. We got some vacuum lines taken off and the exhaust bolts are taken off. We do need to get the bottom ones down there, but we're loosening some head bolts. And the lack of my thinking, I didn't bring a breaker bar. So who knew that an electrical conduit pipe bender would be such a great breaker bar in this situation? So yes, I still use my electrical tools. Working great here. We got most of them broke free. They're starting to come loose now. If it wasn't for our leverage here, we would be done for without our leverage. See, we got the job site light, you know, the electrical conduit bender tools, and we're killing it. Look at the effort this guy is doing. I'm thankful for this guy right here.
Gotta break those head bolts free.
Yeah. And it sounds like they break every time, but obviously you can see they're still got tension and they're unspinning. Just get close to this one. Let's listen up close.
That one's already
Oh, of course.
loose.
Of course.
That was the middle one. I wanted to break that one pretty free when I started.
We'll do the next one. It's okay. Oh, now
I think you might have missed it. I think I got them all pretty broke free now.
So, it's okay. Power steering, she's gone. Head bolts are taken out. We got the distributor taken off. All the electrical, vacuums, coolant passages, things. Brandon, he's down there working on the, what do you call it? The exhaust manifold bolts to the downpipe. So we could take that off. And I think the head is this close. And I mean this close to coming off. But again, I'm just a spectator. You know, I only get to peek my head in every so often, so I'm not in the way, because, you know, doctor stuff. But anyways, this is coming along really nicely. We're almost to the head gasket. which is great because
Cleaning. That gas is
Yeah.
cleaning.
yeah, it is just, it's making me feel good. It's like Christmas Day for me, and it's not Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
We're coming up on it quickly. A big change here. You can see Brandon, he manned this puppy out of here, you know, because this guy back behind the camera, doctor says no. But anyways, look at this, okay? Look at this. Look at this piston hole. You see these like dark lines right there and like right there? That's a little bit of a wear, okay? She's been used. That's what that means. But if you look deeper, you can like see the original crisscrosses in the pistons in the non-wear inside. It's okay. It says it's got some mileage on the motor, but it definitely says it's got more life in her. So we definitely don't have to worry about anything lower than this today. Okay, so that's good for me. If you also look at these piston holes, I kind of freaked out because you can see this like rough edge, but I was looking at this one and I immediately thought, oh man, my valve slapped my piston. I'm done. I'm gonna have to rebuild it or restart, get another. But then I didn't panic. I left it to the organics and I looked at it. We got the head all the way off and I looked and I was like, hey, they all have that same exact look. And then we put a screwdriver to it and it flaked off. It's just carbon buildup. So it means we're just some cleaning and it'll be okay. Now, we haven't even flipped this up yet to look at the bottom to make sure that any of the valves are bent. So I may be speaking before I should be, you know, counting chickens before they hatch or putting the cart in front of the horse. I don't know. Want to insert your own saying. But we're gonna investigate that here in a minute. I just got excited. I had to tell you guys, look at this massive hole we got in this 4-cylinder. Looks good though. I'm happy with it, personally. And I guess that's good because it's my car and I'm keeping this car. Unless someone's got a lot of money that they want to pay a lot of money for an old Honda. So, like I was saying that I might have did the wrong thing and I was counting stuff before they hatched. So let's look here, okay? You can see that. There's tap, tap, you know, tap. There's several. But if you look over yonder here, this one should be all the way set down. We should be, you know, closed all the way on both of these. But let's close them down here. Oh shit. But look at this one. You see how we're touching here and we're not touching there? I don't know if you can see it on the cameras. But look. It's bent is what I'm telling you. So that's not gonna seat. Yes, and we gotta put valves in this now. Which I don't know what they're gonna cost. I don't know if I can find them, if I could, how long it's gonna take to get them. So I got some searching to do. I'm a little bummed, but I'm taking it like a man because it was my fault. I'm the one that snapped the timing belt. You know, it's what I get for timing the car by myself with, you know, less knowledge than I should on these cars. But you live, you learn. You know, and it's going to be upgraded and it's going to be a good car when it's done. So I guess we're going to take this head apart and evaluate more of the valves when they're out and stuff like that. So we're a couple days later here, but not much has changed. Just a little bit. Okay, so let me catch you up here. You can see this exhaust laying on the ground here. That was taken out all the way. The oil pan, she's sitting in there. So we took the oil pan off. And that's pretty much where we got. Because Brandon, he came over that same night he was here. We had dinner and some cold snacks. So the camera was forgot and we worked, well, he worked away, and that's how far we got, okay? We got a little bit of exhaust separation. Well, this is also no good. So I gotta figure out that. So I was thinking, man, I got this header and downpipe. Let me check that out. So here's the header and the downpipe here. Well, she's about in the same condition the other one is. So, bummer. And I have to figure that one out. The head over here, been saving on her. I did get these new valves, and well, I'm gonna take a couple of these off because I got this valve compression valve spring compressor here, and it's really light work. You know, I'm able to use it real easy. It doesn't take much pressure. So I'm gonna take an exhaust and an intake valve out and confirm that they are the same ones that I bought, because those did come in today a lot faster than I thought they were gonna, so that was a plus. But they were also double the price because the part is discontinued, and it took a connection of people to find them. But we found them, we've got them. So now I'm just curious, did I get the right ones? Because I didn't bring the head with me to confirm, and I didn't take it apart before because I don't want parts scattered all over. Oh, you know, it just makes a mess. So we're here now. Let's get to work. Here's how the valve spring compressor goes on. And it's pretty tight here on the top, so we gotta be pretty careful because the spring is as wide as the little retainer thing. So, well, we're gonna give it our best shot, right? So we got her set up, and it's got this cool little T-handle for these. Luckily, and it's got a little socket if you want to put a socket in there. I figured this will be okay. Now, come close here. You can see, can you see the spring? No. You can see I'm compressing that spring here. And I got some movement. If you look in here, real close to where my finger is, I can push down and see those little keepers. I can magneto those up now. I'm gonna give a little more pressure. Oh, my magneto don't fit in there. Bummer. Okay, so two fixes. I stuffed a rag under there to help the valve stay up, and I'm gonna use this flathead with the magnet like this to try and pluck these keepers out of here, just like this. Careful now, you don't want to lose them. You see that? Ooh, doggy. My shaky old hand. Okay, now we could take this bomb off and point it away from us, just in case she decides to let go. Now I can pop this valve out and check and see if we did her right. Boom. I'm pretty sure this is an intake. The small ones are the intake, and then the big ones will be your exhaust. Let me look. Maybe I'm wrong. The big ones are the intake, the small ones are the exhaust. I don't know. Yeah, this is exhaust side, right? We got the nuts. No, I don't know. This is the exhaust side because this is on the front. So yeah, the little one is the exhaust. Now I got that one out. Let's try and get this off without it going crazy. So we do the next one. Whew. A little nerve-wracking. Oops. Don't be losing everything now. So little spring retainer. Put that puppy in there. Next to this one. Oh, wait, now, our little puffy thing is still in there. We're gonna do the same thing on the other one. Real fast, like just like this. So we got our valves out, as you can see here. You can see the different sizes. And they're also different lengths. So now I gotta confirm that these ones we got are the same ones that we got from the store, so we can practically like rebuild this head. So it turns out, I think we're okay. So here's part number for 1, and then part number for 2. You can see they're the same except for the last number is a different number. So let's come over here and inspect. You can see these shiny ones here in the front. They're my brand new, ready to rip. Then you got the old ones back here. So not only do the rings sizes look the same, you know, well, I mean the circular circle, you know what I mean. And then the heights look the same. So I think I got the right stuff. And how lucky do you get to get the right stuff when parts are discontinued? You know what I'm saying? Now that we got a bunch of good parts, I got a lot of thinking to do, a lot more work to do, but I also got some more explainings to do. You remember the t-shirts I was talking about at the beginning? Let's go do some looking. So you guys see me wearing this flannel the other day, and I showed you the little logo, but I didn't show you the big one on the back. That's the big one. Now the orange ones, I'm gonna say up front, the orange ones, they're for me only. I'm not gonna make an orange one. You know, maybe you could get lucky and I'll sign an orange one and do it in a giveaway or something. But I'm saying orange is gonna be hard to get your hands on, okay? But don't worry now. So, I don't know what you guys are liking. You know, I don't know if you like gray or if you like blue or black, which I don't have black because Grumpy Grandma wanted to take the black one before I did this demonstration. But you black t-shirts, you know, white logos, red logos. You know, just the pockets, the pocket style with nothing on the back. Or if you want to go all weird like me, I like to do weird stuff and do the shoulder design, which these ones are for me and they're a little farther over. I got to move them in a little bit because then they look like this. And my logo's kind of in my armpit, so I'll move them over here, more like with this big design. But you know, so now let's talk about how you get your hands on one of these, because I don't have a website yet. It's not easy to say go to www.mikeywares.com and get you one, because there's not one of those yet. I'm working on it, but you know, we're obviously, if you look around, we're a broke garage, okay? The envelope, as Sleeper Dude says, is pretty low. The pocketbook, it's pretty drained, okay? So what I'm thinking is, if you guys are interested and would like a t-shirt, then I'm going to set up an email and you guys can email me all the facts, you know, sizes and color and what kind of style t-shirt you want, and we can figure that out through email. If you think that's a good idea, go ahead and comment down in the comment box so we could progress. You know, this is just an idea I'm throwing out there to maybe make t-shirts for you guys. All these t-shirts, they're homemade by me and my girlfriend, the camera lady right now. All of them. So if you want one, we kind of got to figure this out. I do want to get a website set up eventually, but paying the online fees and all that right now, it's not gonna fit right now. So what I'm saying is just tell me what you guys are thinking so we can work a deal if you guys are interested in t-shirts. Because if it's pointless in making t-shirts, I'm not going to continue making t-shirts, okay? So I just want to see if it's a good idea. So go ahead and comment down there, please. If you liked the idea, give me a thumbs up on the old like thingy, okay? And well, we got plenty more work to do to this old Honda. We just beginning, just started, okay? You seen earlier the amount of parts that we got to go through, and you obviously seen that we added more parts, because as you take parts apart, more show their head. Natural project stuff. So there's plenty to do on this car. So this is going to be the end of part 1. Thank you guys for watching. We're here for a good time, not a long time.